EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get... Seven there, but it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Montgomery, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the
Detroit expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's thrown it back at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And it's caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Try to run this one in. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also... to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
second and 1.
To the 41-yard line.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Chicago.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bears 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Oh, refusing to go down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. A Steeler touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. A lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And some room to maneuver. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They run. Montgomery. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is...
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Montgomery on third and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now in Pittsburgh, it's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll have the football to deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a handoff looking right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They're able to find Dorsett. He will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Steelers 28, Bears 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. There he goes.
You don't like this?
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you've practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.